Hey guys, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have some aged papyrus nails inspired by Penny Dreadful. So if you watch that show, you'll know exactly what the little scorpion is for. I'll show you exactly how I did these. And let me know down below if you're watching the premiere for season 3 tonight. So first up, I started with a base of 2 coats of Zoya's Purity. Next, I'm going to take some saran wrap, you can use a plastic bag or anything like that, and wadded it into a ball to create some texture. I'm going to go in with the Zoya Misty and just paint a little bit on some of the creases and then pounce it directly onto my nail. This is going to help create that aged look. Misty was a little bit darker than I thought it would be, so I'm going to repeat this process with Zoya Purity, and that's just going to help lighten it a little bit. So I'm going to pounce it directly over what I already pounced. Next, I'm going to go in with some Zoya's Misty once more and a small detail brush. Actually, I'm using my cleanup brush here, and I'm going to pounce Misty around the edges. I feel like this kind of mimics how paper will age around the edges a little bit and adds a little bit more depth and detail. So once I have all the edges covered, I'm going to go in with 100% acetone and the same brush and just bleed that out a little bit and blend it in. That makes it less of a definite border and more of a detail. So this is what it looks like after I have done that step on all of my nails. Next, I'll be adding the scorpion detail to my ring nail. I'm using Zoya's Pepper here. It's like a perfect dark, almost bloody color. So I'm going to take a small detail brush and just try my best to add in some of the detail. This really speaks to me because I'm a Scorpio anyway, and I absolutely love this show. I love the take that they've taken on familiar characters. So if you haven't watched it and you're into the more morbid or macabre, you might really like it. So I've sped this up quite a bit. This is all just freehand. So I did do this at an angle, and therefore the scorpion is kind of at an angle. I am going to pull this off from underneath the camera and kind of fix it a little bit from my point of view. It's really hard to paint at the angle that I film at. So next I'm going to add some of the splatter on the outside, and I love it because it really reminds me of my logo. And there are the little legs. So you can see there I've kind of smudged it a little bit to the left, and I'm going to take some acetone and bleed it out a little bit to make it not as harsh. I did end up flooding it a little bit on the body, so I kind of absorbed the back onto my brush before it did a lot of damage. So you can see there I kind of suck it up with the brush. Next I'm going to go in with Zoya's Purity and just add in a little bit of shine detail, that way the scorpion is not so flat. And it adds a little bit of a reflectiveness to it. So just with a small detail brush, I'm going to go in and randomly add some drags and dots. So here is a look at the completed mani. I opted not to top coat my ring finger because of the media that she paints in. I think that's a really good representation. Here is my swatch photo under artificial lighting with matte top coat on all the papyrus nails. And here it is at an angle with glossy top coat. So if you'd like to see more photos, you can head over to my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com. And thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.